Every single day, the President of the United States is the target of countless threats. Now, I want you to picture being the person whose absolute, uncompromising job is to step directly into the line of fire. Think about the mind-bending logistics of that for a second. You are protecting someone everywhere they go, every single step they take, every unpredictable hand they shake. How do you execute a mission that is, quite frankly, impossible? A mission where the margin for error isn't just remarkably small, it literally does not exist. Zero. Fail. That is the stark, unyielding mandate given to the men and women protecting the commander-in-chief. It's not minimize failure. It's not, hey, try your absolute hardest to keep them safe. No, it is zero fail. That's a standard of perfection that literally defies human nature, and it carries a psychological and physical weight that most of us just can't even begin to wrap our heads around. So, welcome to our explainer. Today we're going to completely demystify the high-stakes reality of modern presidential security. We'll look at the historical tragedy that set it all in motion, the mind-boggling high-tech arsenal they use today, and honestly the impossible paradoxes and the grueling human toll of maintaining a perfect track record. Section 1. The 1963 Catalyst and the Big Bang of Counterterrorism. Okay, let's dive into this.
Before 1963, presidential security was, well, surprisingly informal. Agents used to literally ride on the running boards of the presidential car. Presidents mingled with crowds pretty freely, treating security almost more like an honor guard than an actual tactical unit. But then, 1963 happened. The tragic assassination of John F. Kennedy was the ultimate devastating catalyst. Our sources show this wasn't just a horrific moment in history, it forced an overnight foundational transformation. It evolved the Secret Service from a relaxed protective detail into a ruthless, highly rigorous counterterrorism agency. They essentially had to completely rewrite their entire tactical philosophy from the ground up, realizing that the world had permanently changed.
And you know, the reason for that ruthless adaptation is actually chillingly simple. The ultimate goal of this agency goes way beyond keeping one single human being breathing. It is fundamentally about preventing catastrophic national instability. Think about it. An assassination doesn't just end a life. In our hyper-connected geopolitical landscape, it threatens immediate economic panic, devastating societal fractures, and potential governmental collapse. The entire multi-layered, multi-billion-dollar operation of modern presidential security is designed at its very core to act as the ultimate dam holding back that sweeping nightmare scenario.
Section 2. Inside the modern arsenal and the layers of defense. Let's shift gears and see how this all builds together today.
Because today, this isn't just a few intimidating people walking alongside a slow-moving car anymore. It is a massive, synchronized, military-grade operation. You have counter-snipers specifically tasked with mathematically calculating wind speed and trajectory to scan for threats miles away. You have heavily armed tactical teams ready to lay down immense, overwhelming firepower in fractions of a second. And crucially, you have mobile medical units traveling right there inside the motorcade. And we're not talking about Band-Aids here. They carry a matching supply of the president's own blood type at all times. They are literally equipped to perform immediate life-saving trauma surgery right on the asphalt if necessary. All these layers work in total, practiced unison to neutralize a threat way before it ever enters the commander-in-chief's orbit.
And backing up those specialized teams is this incredible, cutting-edge arsenal. The modern fortress around the president includes the presidential limousine, nicknamed the Beast. This vehicle is essentially a rolling vault. The doors weigh as much as the doors on a Boeing 757. It's completely sealed against biochemical attacks, and it rolls on run-flat tires reinforced with Kevlar. Add to that advanced facial recognition technology, capable of scanning thousands of faces in a crowd per second to instantly cross-reference known threats. It is a comprehensive, multi-million-dollar technological shield designed to turn a vulnerable motorcade into an absolute, impenetrable moving bunker.
Section 3. The accessibility paradox. Pressing flash versus a fortress. Now, what's really interesting here is the impossible conflict built right into the job.
Because this is the tightrope agents walk every single day. On one side, a politician fundamentally needs to be accessible, right? To lead effectively and win elections, they actively want to dive into a sea of thousands of complete strangers, shake hands, take selfies, and be highly visible. But on the exact opposite side, you have an agency mandated to maintain a perfect, zero-fail fortress. Just imagine the absolute heart-pounding nightmare for an agent trying to flawlessly secure a target who is actively trying to break out of the very protective bubble they just spent weeks meticulously building. It's a constant, inherent friction between political survival and actual, literal survival.
Section 4. cracks in the armor, and the human element.
So the crucial point is this. Despite all the heavily armored limousines and the sci-fi facial recognition tech, the real gritty threat to the mission often comes from within. If you peel back that Hollywood trope of the stoic, invincible agent in sunglasses, you find a severe human toll. The sources highlight an agency facing incredibly low internal morale and grueling, completely unsustainable overtime hours. We're talking about schedules that push personnel right to the brink of physical exhaustion. And unfortunately, this extreme human fatigue has directly contributed to some shocking, high-profile lapses. Like, remember that terrifying instance where an armed individual successfully jumped the White House fence, sprinted across the lawn, and actually made it through the front doors of the executive mansion? The people forming this unbreakable shield are human beings, and they are frequently stretched way beyond their limits.
The psychological burden of this reality is staggering. Maintaining that flawless streak isn't guaranteed just by throwing more billions at better technology. It relies entirely on constant, unwavering, deeply stressful vigilance. Every single time a president steps out of a door, the clock resets. Agents must ruthlessly learn from every near miss, every fence jumper, every cracked protocol, and adapt on the fly. The margin for error remains absolutely zero, but holding the line at zero is a daily, exhausting battle against complacency and fatigue.
Which leaves us with a deeply unsettling reality to think about. In a job that strictly demands a flawless outcome and requires constant hypervigilance from its personnel, what happens when human limits are pushed just a little too far? How long can a zero-fail streak truly last under such immense, grueling pressure before something inevitably gives?